Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another Let's Watch / Talk video where we check out the news trailer for Movie Gamer Show. And today we got the last voyage of the Demeter official trailer. And so we're going to check this out and we'll talk about it after. Let's go.
The Demeter, on charter from Romania to London. Shipping private crates. Contents unknown. Out at sea with no land in sight.
I don't know if I want to be on that ship.
This here's Clemens. He's a doctor.
You dress like a learned man.
University of Cambridge. I know my way around the boat.
Our charter has agreed to pay a bonus for timely arrival in London.
Let me show you the ship. This here is Huckleberry. We don't come with like this to give the ewes clear.
Demeter's a fine boat, no doubt.
Oh, God.
To pack the animals.
All the livestock.
This looks like a bite.
Search the ship. Everywhere. Evil is on board.
Jesus.
Powerful evil.
In the night, it drinks our blood. He is here. We call him Dracula.
Oof. Oh, there he is. Oh my God.
Did you see the size of that bloody thing?
I'm gonna kill the cursed thing.
He is on this ship, which means that we will never leave it.
The devil is real. May God have mercy on us all.
Damn, that looks crazy. Okay, everybody, that is the official trailer for the last voyage of the Demeter. And no, it's not Pirates of the Caribbean, even though the background, I know where I stopped it, kind of looks like it could be set in Pirates of the Caribbean, but no, it's not. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below about the trailer, about the movie. You guys can be checking it out 2 weeks from now. I think it looks great. I love the setting. I'm a pretty big fan of the setting because I just, ever since Pirates of the Caribbean, I love seeing like movies where they take place like on the sea, at sea with the ships and boat, right? I love it. It looks great, and I mean, it's not even just that. It's not even just when Pirates of the Caribbean first came out. I know there's been a bunch of other movies that have taken place at sea or dealing with ships, right? But it's not just ships and boats, right? And the sea, especially when they have to deal with the water and all the weather and all that stuff, right? When they're at sea, those are the hardships that you deal with being on that ship and the boat. And I personally wouldn't want to be in this boat in particular because it's not just that they have to deal with. They have to deal with Dracula. And were you guys expecting Dracula to be in this boat? I surely wasn't. And I'm sure they weren't either, unless there is somebody on the inside in that crew that knew about Dracula. Who knows? But it looks great. It looks great. It looks spooky and definitely horror. Good horror. And hopefully this movie does really well. It's great seeing Dracula again. When it comes to horror, because I believe we haven't seen a good horror or Dracula horror movie in such a long time. I mean, there's been so many Dracula movies in general, or to deal with Dracula, we haven't seen one specifically dealing with only Dracula. Dracula 2000, Dracula 3000, I don't know, those movies, right? Like those modern, like mid-2000 movies. But also before that, we also had Dracula, right? The original Dracula and stuff like that, right? We got those movies, right? And I want to put in Renfield, or take Renfield into consideration, because Renfield, yes, it was kind of horror-ish, but it was a comedy. And when I think of Dracula, I would prefer horror over comedy, even though comedy is great. I love comedy as well. But I'm gonna put that to the side as a comedy movie slash horror-ish. But this is only purely horror slash terror, right? And so I think that's why this one is gonna be. That's why I like this one. That's why I was surprised this dropped and this movie's going to come out, and it's great. Another horror movie, a great horror movie, and dealing with Dracula. I think that's a great combo. And not the horror and Dracula and horror, that's a given, but Dracula on a boat, on a ship at sea, taking down one by one, especially taking out that dog. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I love it. I love the whole setting here and what they've done here. So good job to them. But are you guys gonna be rooting for the humans, or are you guys gonna be rooting for Dracula? Will Dracula make it out? Will there be a sequel? I don't know. Maybe at the end he takes them. I personally think they'll be taking him out, or at least they think they will. And at the end, he'll still be alive. I don't think Dracula will die. But one thing that's cool throughout the trailer that we saw is that he does bite people, or get to bite, right? And you guys know what happens when a vampire bites someone, right? They transform, or they turn into one. And so as we saw throughout the trailer, they kind of spoiled it a little bit, but we don't know if it's going to be to multiple people. But in this case, in the trailer, we only saw one, and one does get bit, or I think multiple get bit, but one does get bit, and when he goes out, the sun does kill him. That's a very intense moment right there. But guys, let's not dilly-dally anymore. Let's go straight to the cast. What a cast, I gotta say. And I love the cast members here. We have Corey Hawkins, we have Liam Cunningham, and we also have David Dismalchian, which is great. I love that guy. I've been a big fan of David for such a long time. I've been rooting for the guy ever since I personally first saw him in The Dark Knight back in 2008. But he was in the newest Suicide Squad. He was also part of the MCU. He's been in a lot of different projects. He was in the MCU. He was in the DC live action shows from the CW. He was in that too. He went up against the Flash in the CW show. So he's been in a lot of different things. He's done voice acting as well. But he is going to be in this movie as well. So we have that. We have Chris Wally. We have Aislinn Franciosi. I don't know if I said that right. My bad. So we have all these different actors, and obviously there's an actor playing Dracula, and the one who plays Dracula is Javier Botet. He's playing Dracula. And it's great. I mean, will Dracula even talk? We don't know. Maybe. Like, that's going to be very spooky and scary in of itself. Seeing Dracula, at least this version of Dracula, and it's like the classic look of Dracula too. I don't know if you guys saw it, which is awesome. High five to them for pulling off the look of Dracula. I think he looks scary. And when we saw him flying around, that looks awesome too. But like I said, great cast here. Good stuff. And I just loved every bit of this trailer. And
in the night, it drinks our blood. He is here. We call him Dracula.
Did you see the size of that bloody thing?
I want to kill the cursed thing.
He is on this ship, which means that we will never leave it.
The devil is real.
there you go. That is the horror incoming from this movie. And here we got Corey Hawkins and Liam Cunningham's character handshaking, or shaking hands, right? Getting ready to jump aboard into the boat, and before all the craziness begins, right? And I just want to reiterate really quick about what I said about Dracula movies, right? Again, putting Renfield to the side. And that is the, big budgeted movie, and I'm sure there's been a bunch of other Dracula-ish type of movies, monster Dracula, whatever, that have been made, right? But smaller budgeted movies. What I'm talking about is like big budgeted movies, that's what I'm talking about. And this is the most recent iteration of Dracula, or at least big movie horror Dracula movie, and I think it's great. Again, props to the combination of ship and Dracula. Also, by the way, this is a novel, so if you guys don't want to see the movie or are not going to go see the movie, then I guess you could get a nice read out of it. And I'm sure the book is really good. I mean, the fact that they're getting a movie out of this, and hopefully the transition from book to movie is great as well, because sometimes that also is a big issue when it comes to taking the story from book to movie. They do a lot of changes, a lot of the ending is different. It could be different too. So hopefully the movie does well and gets the box office and all that stuff. Hopefully it does well. And like I said, maybe there's a sequel, maybe there's not. Who knows how it will end? Only the people who have read the book and know about the book know how it might end. I mean, maybe the end is different as well, like I said. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is this Let's Watch / Talk video. And I gotta say, I'm a big fan that this is its own thing. It's its own section, own genre, right? Compared to what I talked about, Meg, or just Meg 2, right? Or just Meg in general. That movie coming out, and then this movie coming out being its own thing. Because we're used to like the action movies, the superhero, the sci-fi stuff, right? We're used to all that, and there's so many movies that have come out dealing with that stuff, and this being like its own thing, especially horror, because I love horror. I'm a big movie guy, but I'm also a big horror fan. And so the fact that this movie is going to come out in 2 weeks from now, and something with Meg coming out next week, it's great. It's great stuff. And so hopefully the movie does really well, guys. Props to the people making this movie. And I would love a sequel. I don't know if there's going to be a sequel, but definitely if there is going to be a sequel, I'll be there. So guys, check this crazy movie out. And we'll see what happens with Dracula, and we'll see how this story unfolds when this drops later. But yes, guys, that is the last voyage of the Demeter. Let's Watch / Talk. Let me know what you guys think. Again, if you press everybody, if you guys did enjoy, press the like button, guys. I'll like, as always. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for support. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got, guys. Take care. Stay amazing. And I'll see y'all with the next video.